Today we are trying to build the strongest professional American football empire in the game stadium. Build concessions units, buy equipment, draft players to give you that winning season. You'll be hiring employees, selling merchandise, training and making the right business decisions as you watch your franchise rise to the sky. Now, this one's low complexity, plays 2 to 5, takes 60 to 90 minutes, and we can see the designer and publisher there. Let's head over to the stadium. Okay, as owners, we are sending our vice presidents here out to these various actions to undertake their business as we run our American football business. We've got the stadium here, a physical 3D stadium with a field. We're going to be trying to attain various wins to win in the season, the playoff championship and the bowl game, as well as making income and money from various stands and sponsored concessions and license stores around the side here. So you've got 2 VPs to start. You can have up to potentially 4 if you go and hire them. You'll have a bit of money and the starting player is going to place one of these out onto these locations. Now you've got 9 locations. What can you do? Upgrade equipment. You can attain some of these nice little helmets here, which are great because they're going to be useful for the next spot, which is turning these into these win tokens. And you can see 2 for 1. You can do that as many times as you want. You may also need this equipment when you go to the field. You can see there's some costs on there that you're going to have to spend to get more points for the end of the game. So that's upgrading equipment. That's player training. We've got hiring staff, which you can go for 6 money to attain another one of your VPs, they're known as. Or you can go there and you can take some employees that you've already attained previously and they'll be face down, and you can actually add these to your organization. So you can see here, you got a cost at the top, a little bit blurry on that one. There we go, cost at the top, but be mindful of their salaries. So that's how you can attain those employees out into play. We've got the playbook, which is where you are going to get one of these tokens, or you can put one of your cubes, and be mindful, you've only got 7 of these, and once they've all gone, that will trigger the end of the game. So you can go here to place one of these onto one of these spots on the field, and let's say you had 7 of these tokens, as low as just out of camera view. You will meet the needs and the requirements to put this down because you only need 6 of those win tokens there, and you don't actually spend them. So you can see if you eventually get 48 or more, you can go to this spot here for 11 points at the end of the game. We've got building here where you can go to acquire these build tokens, and then you can actually spend these if you come here again on the future round, or spend 2 workers there. You can see you can spend them, so it's either or, and you can use these to go on locations. So if you want to go to the skyboxes here, you're going to have to spend 2 tokens, place one of them here. If you're last to the party, you can see there's more costs you're going to have to pay, and these are going to give you benefits during game time and various ticket sales and what have you. So yeah, you can go here and you can do that as many times as you want in regards to turning money, 1 money for one of these tokens, or place one of those tokens, one of those cubes onto the board. Ticket sales is about generating revenue. So depending on how many of these win tokens you have, up to 5 is going to pay 1 for 1. So if we have 2 of these, we're going to get 2 million. If we have 5, we're going to get 5 million. If we have 7, it's still only going to get us 5 million. And the more you have, so it goes up in sets of 10. So if you've got 10, you're going to get 5 plus the 1. If you have 20, it's 5 plus the 2 there, and 30, and so on. At the bottom here, this is where we are drafting and trading, so you can attain these players that are in the draft area. You can see they've got a cost to initially attain, and you can see they've got salaries, and they're going to give you bonuses during game time. You can also trade them, so maybe you've got one of these players in front of you don't like, you can hand it back here and take it for one of these as well. There's also the potential to take some money in VPs, and there's some tokens that are put out there as well. Sponsorship sales is all about going to get some money in this case. And finally, merchandise, and we can get some money and some of these entertainment tokens. They don't really do a lot other than you can accumulate them throughout the game, and they're worth 3 tokens per point for the end of the game. Now, looking at here then, so let's say we're you can go to any of these spots, but you preferably want to go to the ones that have the bonus tokens, because when you go to one of these locations, you can see there's sort of 4 segments. You've got the main action in the middle that we've just described, but you also potentially get a bonus. So if we come down to build materials, it has got a token on it. If we go here, we actually get an immediate benefit of one of these cogs. If we went there, we get a money. If we went here, we draft one of these, well, not draft, we'd take one of these employees face down, and then we'd take one of these draft cards and add them to here for potentially taking during the draft. So you can see there's various bonuses to be attained by going to the locations that have these that are enticing you there. Now you can place, on other spots that don't have bonuses, but you don't actually get the bonus though. You just purely go in there to do the action itself. So let's just say red goes up there. We've got an orange players coming here. They get their immediate bonus. Blues up, they can equally go to the same action, but they have to go to a different spot. They can't hog on that spot as well. It's one time only there. So they go and get some money. Back around to red, they come down in. You can see some spots have 2 times the benefit. So they're actually going to get 2 money or 2 entertainment tokens, depending on what you're after. So once everyone is placed out, you are then, that's the sort of first phase, VPs placing them out, and you're getting those immediate bonuses. You're then going to, the second phase is sort of sorting out these bonus tokens. So if a location has a VP, you don't put a bonus token on. This spot doesn't have anyone, so it's going to get a bonus token to sort of entice people there next round. This one's coming off, that's attaining one, so yours going sort of read in order. This is coming off. This is now, you can see no one's gone here, and there's a bonus. So what you're going to do is flip it. So it's encouraging people now to get 2 times the bonus on the next round. Now, if still no one goes here on the next round, you're actually going to take another 2 times token, pop it on, and at the end of that round, you're going to suffer losses. And losses are literally dependent on where it is. It might be a loss of 1 money or 1 win token. It just depends which location hasn't been used. So this one here is not going to get a token. That's going to get a bonus token, and that one's gets that one removed. So that was reorganizing the bonus tokens. We now actually undertake the actions. So we start from number 1 and we work all our way down to number 9. So these guys are going to get 2 of these equipment tokens done. Blue player is hiring a staff. So maybe they wanted to hire for 6 money, one of their other VPs, or as many employees as they had face down in their hand, they could now pay for. So you can see we've got an analyst here. So we pay a coin, and we have got, salaries and various benefits at the bottom when you trigger the stars, which I'll go through in a minute. We've got a master chef there. We've got an ad agency. Now these stars that you can see when you get those bonuses, each spot's got a star. That means you can activate one of these. So you can see if your master chef was activated, it's going to get you 1 money. So they have activated that. The background here, building. This player's like, right, I'm going to spend some money to get some of these build tokens. This player's actually going to go and build. So they spend, say, 2 tokens, and they go and put one of their cubes on here somewhere. So, this particular spot sponsored concessions is going to cost 2, and they put it there. And you can see if you're late to the party, you're going to have more costs to pay. Now, in terms of this actual stadium, you need at least 1 cube at the bottom here to then build on the second tier. And then you're going to need 2 of your cubes somewhere on here, and you can't have 2 cubes on the same location to then potentially build on the 3rd level. And you can see the benefits get better. You've got super food courts. You're getting money, extra money for going to sort of ticket sales. You can see the cost is 5. You've got extra money during game time, which will make more sense in a minute. So you've got Platinum Club Suite. You've got skyboxes. So loads of things on there with nice sort of engine building capabilities. Where were we? We've got draft and trade. So this player is now going to take one of these cards of their choice. Let's say they go for this one. They pay the immediate cost, keep that in front of them, and that will make a lot more sense during game time. And this player is just going to get 1 money and 2 entertainment tokens. Done. We now go to game time. So anywhere that you can see this sort of football symbol here, you are going to get paid out whatever's next to it. So a win token. And as I say, some of these locations on here as well, you can see this one has a a little American football. So you're going to get paid out of that if you had a cube on that particular spot. So everyone gets those benefits. You then have to pay your salary. So if you had this in your team and you had 2 VPs, you're going to have to pay 1 million per VP and 2 for this. Now, if you can't afford those payments, you're going to have a discard cards or maybe put these on holiday. So, you might only have 1 VP for the next turn to give you 1 action. So the more of those you attain throughout the game, the more cost you've got. And then finally, you'll trigger any losses. So if any of these locations did have 2 of these stacked, you're going to get a loss depending on where that location is. And then you pass the commissioner token over clockwise, next player goes, and you do exactly the same again. Eventually, one of you will have got rid of all of your cubes. You're probably going to have some on the field here on various spots. Now, on this field, you can't have 2 on the same one, but you could fill out all 4 if you wanted, if you get enough chances to do so. Maybe you've progressed up some of these locations here, but you're going to score those eventual points. It's a bit confusing. VPs, which are these, and points. So you've got points on here. You've got points around some of these concession areas, some of these cards as well. You can see this veteran head coach is going to get you 3 points there. And there's some bonuses on the side as well. You can see if you're the first owner to have 3 cubes there. And there's another one here, so just be mindful of those. And eventually you will tally up all your entertainment tokens. And it's a 3-to-1 ratio. And whoever has the most points is the winner. There we are, folks. Enjoy.